Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lockrack Series X Universal Watersport Carrier and see how it interacts with our 2024 Mazda CX-50. Now, if you watch this video and you decide that this is the water sport carrier for you, you get it and you use it a few times, please share with us your experience in the comments below. We'd love to share your story with our other neighbors so they can make the best decision for themselves. Now, if you like getting out on the water and, really pulling a kayak trailer isn't really an option for you, a rooftop water sport carrier can be an excellent choice. And this one from Lockrack gives us a lot of really cool options. So it is a saddle style, which means that it's going to have a clamp on both sides of the kayak. That eliminates the need for tie-down straps directly down onto our rack. However, it is still important that you use bow and aft tie downs just for safety's sake. It's essentially like having safety chains when you're pulling a trailer. These boast about a 175-pound capacity, so it can handle some of those heavier canoes that are out there as well. However, you always want to double check two different things. One, your crossbars are going to have a particular weight capacity, and your vehicle in the owner's manual is going to give you a factory roof capacity. Look those up. Whatever the lower of the two numbers is, that's how much weight you could put up here on your roof. So a few nice things about this is it can really kind of adjust for a wide variety of widths and things like that for your different kayaks and canoes. These clamps are really adjustable from both sides, so it can handle a really good width. These are rubber padded as well as being rubber padded here, and that's going to protect the kayak not only from getting any scratches, but also kind of help keep it from shifting around at all. And, I had mentioned using tie downs, and there's a couple of good spots on the CX50 for you. One, if you have a hitch and you have a hook style tie down, putting it in the safety chain loop of your hitch is a really good place for it. But if you don't have a hitch, and frankly, even with a hitch, I kind of prefer to use these dog bone style of tie downs, mainly because they can kind of go anywhere. They anchor in. They don't really do any damage to anything if they tend to get pulled on. So they're actually really, really easy to use. So in the front here, I put another dog bone tie down. And if you're going to use one of these, this would be a place that a lot of people would like to put it, just right here. I'm putting it down here a bit more. Main reason is because we have these pistons under our hood and we want to kind of avoid it trying to come down on this. It really won't work. If anything, you might break that piston. So we're going to dip this in a little bit lower. The strap itself isn't going to do any interfering with it, so I'm not as worried about that. But if you have a metal hook, there's a really good place in here for you to put that as well. This area right under here is going to be a really nice place to put that hook. It's going to be around pretty much the frame, either under here or under here. This has a nice lip to it for you to use though, and it keeps it away from the hotter parts of the engine. However, the one thing about the metal hooks when you do put it underneath the hood is if you stop the car and immediately get out and take it out, put some gloves or have a rag handy because that hook is likely going to be very, very hot. Now you're going to be provided with a few of these little keys that's going to help us to unlock and get our kayak down off the roof. You're going to put it in right here and you're going to give it a clockwise turn, and that will loosen these up so that you can get these hooks out and get them removed. Now that we have both of those removed, we're able to go ahead and reach up and get our kayak off of here. Same thing when we're loading, we get it up here, slide it on. We'll just be bringing it down now. Now, if you're somebody that kayaks a lot, but your kayak doesn't necessarily live up on your roof, there is a stowaway position for this that really is going to eliminate all that extra height on the top of the vehicle for you. But what you want to do is you just want to remove your arm completely as we did. You'll locate on the bottom, there's a hole right here. That's the side that you want going in here. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that in. We'll hear the click. And now it's locked down flat, and now it's really not much taller than your crossbars are to begin with. The other thing you're going to want to do is remove your pads, because these basically just use the weight of the kayak to stay up here. If you drive around without any weight on top of it, they'll just fly off and you'll need a replacement. So with all that being said, This is also, by the way, a track mount. You'll notice that there's no clamps coming around it, but if your bars don't have tracks, there is an adapter kit available right here at etrailer.com that'll allow you to use this water sport carrier with other bars that don't have a T-track slot to use with these. So that's about it. Very versatile water sport carrier for you. Again, like one kayak, one canoe, or you could do a couple of stand-up paddle boards on here. The only additional piece that you're going to need with this would be that bow and stern tie-down kit. That's also available right here at etrailer.com. But that is a look at the Lockrack Series X Universal Water Sport Carrier on our 2024 Mazda CX-50. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.